Hey plant friends, my name is Chloe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited. I figured we'd kick off the channel by doing a houseplant unboxing. This is a trade that I did with a very good friend, Jerry. Let's get right into it. So I brought a knife, scissors to open it up. This is how big the box is. If I can remember to post a photo of what the plants I traded him are and what they looked like, I will do that. This has been a long time coming. We actually set up this trade on Instagram months ago, but it was still too cold to ship, so we waited until the weather got warm. I'm in Utah, he's in Georgia, so right around now is when the weather started getting warm enough to ship without really worrying of cold damage, especially since these plants are very special and a little bit more expensive and unreplaceable, so I wanted to make sure that they would have the best chance of survival. This is my first time filming a video ever, so hopefully everything's okay. We'll figure out the framing. Here's what the packaging looks like on the inside. Thank you so much for trading with me. I hope all of your plants arrive safe and well. Jerry, please let me know if anything gets damaged. I'm so excited. So this is the first. Then we got in a little like condiment package, which is so cute. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you remembered to send this. Okay, this right here is a begonia Darth Vaderiana, which is something I've wanted for probably a year and a half. Almost all these are wishlist plants. He grows most of his plants 30 to 50% humidity, so I don't know how this one did so well because I know they're very finicky. Here is it again. It's so cute. The second one is in another condiment container. So this one, it's another wish list. So this is a baby Anthurium Ace of Spades, which I am so excited about. This plant has been on my wish list for probably like a year and a half, and when I first started collecting plants in 2018, it was way easier to find and super cheap. That is not the case anymore. Who would have thunk? I'm so excited to have traded for this. It's gonna be so fun to watch it grow. Okay, the third plant. Guys, trades are so fun. This one I thought I would never own. Super expensive and really hard to get, so it's so nice of Jerry to trade this to me. This is a philodendron strawberry shake. It's so cute. These guys get super interesting variegation. And again, I wasn't sure if I'd ever own one, so this is so cute. I mean, look how cute. So again, that's a philodendron strawberry shake. Oh my gosh. Couple more to go, I think, is the biggest one. Let me get the last one too. Oh, okay, there's a couple more ones. Okay, I think that's it. Since this one's still pretty hidden, I'll go to this one. This Anthurium, I believe, is a papillolaminum hybrid or a pappy hybrid. I will have to look up. I think it's a papillolaminum mixed with a Warrock rhiannon, which I think is commonly known as a dark mama, which has been on my wish list for so long. This is the newest leaf that's just hardening right now, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is what I was most excited about. When we were first talking about trading, I was thinking like, okay, which one am I going to choose? Am I going to choose the Ace of Spades, or am I going to choose the Dark Mama, the Warrock Pappy hybrid? And it was going to be such a hard choice. So glad that I was able to trade him something that made him include both, because this one is going to be so fun to watch grow. So there is the Anthurium Dark Mama. The next plant he included, this is a philodendron Burlmarks Fantasy. These, I got one in another trade a couple months ago, but I think this is either the terrarium version, which grows smaller leaves, or it's the regular one and it's gonna get big. But I just love the silvery foliage. I love the pattern of the leaves. This one is so cute, and I'm so excited to have another one of these. For the last one, oh okay, I remember what this is now. I'm gonna have to cut this one out. This one's another begonia though, one that I do already have. It lost all of its leaves, and then when it grew some back, it got thrips. I'm gonna open this one over the package. This one's so pretty, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to ask him how he cared for this one so that I don't have it melt, which is what some begonias like to do. They like to melt all of their leaves off. All right. This is a begonia Julau. Oh my gosh. Is this one not so pretty? Oh, I've been really getting into begonias lately, and by really getting into it, I mean I've looked at them and I watch videos about them and they're really cute. I am definitely not a begonia fanatic yet. They're definitely my new venture, but there are a couple I think are super duper cute. My wish list ones in this trade, and the only other one I've been really wanting lately is the begonia amphioxus, if you've ever seen one. I just think they're so cute. I like the ones that stay small. So I'm not actively searching for it, but it's definitely a cute begonia. So to recap, oh my gosh, all of these are wish list plants that I have been looking for, but with the all of these plants are wishlist plants that I honestly thought that I wouldn't own until prices went back down. It's really hard if you like collecting houseplants is how expensive everything has gotten. Who would have known I should have bought all my wishlist plants when I first started doing houseplants. We have the Anthurium papillomenum crossed with Warocrinum, which I believe is known as the Dark Mama. Next we have the Begonia Julau, Philodendron Burlmark's Fantasy. Then we have the Philodendron Strawberry Shake, the Anthurium Ace of Spades, Begonia Darth Adriana. I'm gonna get some supplies to maybe pop these up and answer some questions. I asked you guys on Instagram, for those who follow me on YouTube and on Instagram, to ask some questions that they want to see me answer. I wrote down the questions that I got from all you guys on Instagram. I'm gonna be using these. I got these from Dollar Tree. Come in like a pack of 5 for $1, and I've seen Botanicas. They use these all the time, and I think these will be great. We'll get started. My first question, how can I start collecting rare plants? I got into houseplants years ago. I think it was in the summer of 2018. I was starting with more common houseplants that I could get at like IKEA. I got to practice on plants that were more common and weren't as expensive. I always feel bad when I see people get these super expensive plants but they haven't ever dealt with plants before, because they're experimenting with their money essentially, and I see that happen because I'm like, oh, like dang, it sucks, because you want to do the best you can. I mean, you paid a lot of money for this plant that's dying just because like you're not used to that yet. Again, it's harder now because everything's so expensive and people are willing to pay those high prices. So another thing that I'd recommend to start collecting is to probably get your own plants and start trading in your local community. I got a few of my rare plants from trading with friends on Facebook, through a local Facebook group, or through friends on Instagram. Especially now that I have grown my collection, trading is a lot easier, I guess. There's more options, which when I first started, obviously there wasn't, because I had a lot of common plants. How to start trading plants? I would recommend to start on your local plant Facebook groups. In Utah, there are a couple that I joined. If you go into the like groups and search your state plant group, there will probably be something that'll pop up, and that's actually how I got my pink princess that I have now. I started it from a node and now it looks like this. I'll try to post a picture right here. It's really fun and rewarding to grow plants from that, and it teaches you a lot about how to care for that plant because you're growing it from something so small. This pot's so cute. I'm definitely keeping this. It is a little bit awkward to do it with people you don't know that well. Like I usually trade with people that I know or that I've talked to a few times. More normal to trade something to, especially if something goes wrong. Like with this trade, I was so worried. I sent him one of the plants. It was a Monstera albo, and it had a lot of white on it, and it was tall, so I was worried that it was gonna get too much browning, or that it wasn't gonna ship well, or that USPS was gonna like drop kick the box. You know, we're friends. Oh my goodness, look at these roots. Because we're friends and we've talked for a long time now. Yeah, now I make most of mine through Instagram now, just through trades that way. What was your first plant trade? So I'm pretty sure my first plant trade, at least as far back as I can remember, is, one sec, we gotta appreciate these roots, was through a plant group that I was a part of, I want to say, of 2019. There was a local plant swap going on, and before the swap, I kind of knew what I had that I could propagate or trade. I was talking to one of my friends, her name's Brianna. She grows a ton of philodendron pink princesses. That was a huge wishlist plant for me at that point, but I didn't want to pay for it. I set up a trade with her to trade a tiny philodendron varicosum, which my cat ended up killing because, I don't know, he started throwing it around like it was a snake or something, and by the time I realized it, it was too late. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that varicosum died for her too, because we're really good friends now. Back then, like, we had just talked a couple times, so thank goodness we're still friends. What was your first expensive plant? Got my first expensive plant probably 5 months after really starting to collect. For weeks I could not stop thinking about it. Like, I was thinking about it before I would sleep. I would think about it as soon as I'd wake up. I would go on Instagram and scroll through photos of people's elbows. I love that plant so much. So I got it through Facebook. It was a Facebook purge, and it was a 2-leaf mid cutting, so they cut the top and the bottom. Before that point, I had told myself I would never spend more than $20 on a plant. That did not last very long, especially after I bought this plant. That was my first expensive plant. I still have that plant to this day, and it's one of my favorite plants ever. What is your favorite plant currently? So my favorite plant, if you head over to my Instagram, you'll be able to see a picture, but maybe I'll put one over here. It's a Monstera deliciosa, and it's variegated, but it has green on green variegation. So it's not like an albo or an aurea, which has white or yellow variegation. Bright lime green variegation. It is my favorite plant by far. I got it, man, over a year ago now. I just love how unique it is. It's grown so beautifully. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I could buy one anymore, like, with my budget. And it's grown so well. I've been so happy with how it's grown. That is my favorite plant. What started your collection? So again, my collection started with pretty basic plants, and that's where I learned and made most of my mistakes. I was a freshman in college. I was feeling very sad, so I went to Home Depot and I got some succulents. And I put them in cute little mugs and watered them too much and didn't give them enough sunlight, so they rotted from the core, and I threw them away. So after, like, once I got married and then moved into my apartment and really started collecting, the first ones I got were succulents that my husband had gifted me for Mother's Day and my birthday, I think. After that, I started getting more into tropical plants, which is what my, like, favorite thing to grow is now. Take with that what you will. You just gotta find out what. I can't even remember how I got as obsessed. I think I started watching, like, YouTube videos maybe on how to care for plants. Then I joined Instagram pretty shortly after getting into plants and figuring out, wait, there are people on Instagram who do plants, what the heck? I want to take a spin at that. Alright, we've got all our plants potted in pond, which is going to be so exciting. All I'm going to do to care for these is put a little bit of water, just enough to cover the base of the pot pretty much. I'm going to let them be and see if they do well. Hopefully they should, because they've been growing in this for who knows how long. And with that, we will end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me unbox some wishlist plants and repot. It was super exciting to answer your questions, and I hope to do that again. Leave some comments down below of anything that you want to see from me, or if there are any comments you want to make regarding the video. You can also hit the like and subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified of any future uploads. I hope to try to do at least once a week, just starting out, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. And with that, I'll say goodbye. See you next time.